since that time who said, I was at that concert. It was 1977 in Englishtown, New Jersey. The Grateful Dead were on a bill with the New Riders of the Purple Sage, the Marshall Tucker Band, and they played this concert before over 100,000 people. It was one of the last of the great rock concerts of the Woodstock era. And the radio station I worked for was owned by one of the largest newspapers in New Jersey, the Asbury Park Press. And they were pretty technologically advanced for the 70s. It was one of the first newspapers in the country to put in computers in the newsroom for people to, reporters to write their stories. And they had a portable, what we then called a portable terminal, called a Teleram terminal. And you can actually go online. If you Google it, you will find pictures of it. It weighed about 60 pounds. It used an acoustic modem to couple into the telephone network. And it wrote data to these tiny little data cassettes. And I went to this concert with another reporter who was covering the news angle. I was there to cover the music. And we landed by helicopter at this motor speedway, and realized as soon as we landed that not only did we have to find a place that had an electric outlet to plug the thing in, because there was no such thing as running it on batteries, but we also had to find a telephone. And we were about half a mile from the nearest building, because this was out in the middle of a field surrounded by cargo containers as a security wall. So it was a challenge, and we managed to do it, but of course the technology was very much in its infancy. And I remember my review of the concert appeared in the next day's newspaper. Some of the formatting codes got missed in the transmission, and my story looked like it had been edited by E.E. Cummings. There was no capitalization, there was no punctuation. The whole story appeared in lowercase.
Wow, very fascinating story. Yeah,
that was my my entree into portable computing in the journalism business, and I moved on from broadcast journalism. I did a short stint as a print reporter, and then moved into public relations, which I did for most of my career. In the last 5.5 years, I've gotten back to my radio roots. I'm on my own as an independent consultant, and very early on I recognized, as you have, the power of podcasting and the internet as a broadcast medium. And I've spent most of the last 5 years helping clients produce high-quality audio and video programs for the web.
Yeah, you absolutely have, and it's very impressive. Everybody that wants to know how it's done, definitely go to professionalpodcasts.com. That's Steve's website. He definitely knows what he's doing and what he's talking about. It's absolutely amazing. It's for me, this experience of actually founding you, I sometimes think that I'm crazy because I've been doing this stuff for years, and it's like people are I've done over 5,000 shows like this, and people that I got in touch with, it's fascinating. We focus on personal development and coaching, and positive media is our biggest thing, really. I'm just so sick and tired of all the negativity. So it's not like I declared a war because I know better. I just want to bring it into balance is all. And people are amazed, Steve, that you can actually do video and audio, and you can be in chat rooms and actually touch your audience, have them talk to you, call into the show, which, by the way, you guys, anybody that's listening right now wants to engage in this conversation, just call 303-872-0503. That's our VIP hotline. And of course, you can find us on Twitter, which is how I found Steve, and just send us a message at RCRN on Twitter, and send us a question or a message. Any of the 5 chat rooms that we're in right now, just send us any questions, and we'll have Steve answer those. And it's just fascinating that, I feel like that we are only at like the top 3% or 4% of this. This really hasn't taken hold yet, Steve. How do you feel about it? Because you're doing it all day like I do it.
Well, there's no question, Steve. It's we're very early in the process, and I've had people say to me, you were talking about this before we even knew what a podcast was. And you know, in truth, I think that people are starting to recognize the value. I talk to public relations people all the time now and hear from them that they're